Imagine what lies ahead in your love life. After so much time, suddenly someone special appears who wants to be a part of your world. But wait, what if I tell you that not everyone will be happy with this new stage of your life? Yes, it's a reality. Sometimes, your own happiness can make certain people uncomfortable, people you thought were close. Don't worry, this is part of a bigger plan, one that seeks your genuine happiness. Now, how would you feel if you knew that your joy could cause envy and frustration in others, even among your loved ones? Is it your responsibility to worry about others' egos, or should you focus on your own happiness? On this journey, you'll discover who stands by your side. Are you prepared to distinguish between true friends and those who are just passing by? When everything aligns, it's time to understand that others' battles should not be carried by you. I am Eduardo, and I invite you to join me on this journey towards true happiness, where you'll find genuine support. Have you considered that perhaps today is the day the universe sends you a message through subtle signs? If so, something powerful is happening in your life right now. In this precise moment, as if all the pieces are finally falling into place, someone, somewhere is watching you and thinking, this is the person, someone willing to face any challenge by your side and make every moment worthwhile. But why? It seems not everyone celebrates this connection. Have you noticed how some people feel uneasy about others' happiness? It seems that someone else's romantic success can deeply affect others, to the point of hurting their own ego. Curious, isn't it? But what's important here is how you feel when someone has chosen to be with you. Remember those days when you thought your love life was stuck? Well, those days are about to be behind you. Imagine living a moment when everything comes to life, as if the universe is finally listening to you. Feeling chosen, having someone who wants to be with you is amazing. But what about the people around you? Not everyone will share your joy, and that's something you must accept from the beginning. It could be a friend, a family member, or even a coworker who, for their own reasons, is not so happy about your new happiness. But here's the reality, you don't have to carry the happiness of others. So what do you do? First, take a deep breath. Second, remember that this journey is yours and the person you've chosen to have by your side. Others' concerns should not be your burden. Hold on to your happiness firmly because, at the end of the day, you deserve it fully. Have you noticed that when we ourselves are at the peak of success and joy, not everyone around us is ready to celebrate with us? This is especially true when those people are going through tough times. It can be challenging for them to see you so happy, especially if they are struggling with their own problems. But remember, your journey is yours, and your happiness too. However, how do you handle this without losing empathy for those going through a tough time? You can start with small gestures of understanding and love by sharing your light. Perhaps you can help illuminate the path for someone else. But remember, the responsibility to be happy lies with each individual. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders, especially when it comes to your own happiness. So, how do you move forward knowing that your happiness may make someone uncomfortable, even among your loved ones? Keep the door of compassion and understanding open. Communicate your feelings in a loving and understanding way. And remember, your joy should not be a source of sadness for anyone. Are you there, listening, but but also celebrating your achievements without regrets. Your light has the power to illuminate the path for others, demonstrating that happiness is attainable even in difficult times. Recognizing that each person is responsible for their own happiness is liberating. It allows you to live fully, celebrating your victories and happiness, a right that belongs to you, just as it is the duty of every individual to seek their own light, even when the path seems dark for some. Have you ever wondered why, when the pieces of your life finally fit together, there are mixed feelings around you? It seems not everyone can share your joy, and that can be frustrating. But who hasn't felt a touch of envy seeing someone get what they desire most? Imagine living one of the best moments of your life, and suddenly you realize not everyone is in tune. It could be that cousin who has always silently envied you, or that coworker who smiles but can't hide their envy. So what do? Allow that to ruin your happiness? The truth is, one person's happiness can cause frustration in another, but it's not your responsibility to carry that burden. Everyone has their time, struggles, and challenges. Happiness is not a competition. You've always been there to support others, and now that it's your turn to shine, you realize that some people can't be happy for you. It may seem unfair, especially coming from people you love, but their inability to rejoice in your success speaks more about them than about you. Have you noticed how some people always find reasons not to be happy for others? This reflects their own internal battles. So what do? Keep your light shining. Your happiness should not be affected by others' negativity. Offer understanding, but don't let them dim your brightness. Remember that true friendships and healthy relationships survive both adversity and prosperity. It's interesting to note that when we're at the height of success and happiness, some people close to us, even those with whom we share a past, seem to drown in frustration and discontent. Why does moving forward and finding happiness trigger so much controversy? When someone special comes into your life and chooses to be with you, it's normal to feel on cloud nine. But what do when you realize this new connection causes discomfort in people from your past? How do you respond to it? We're all immersed in our own battles. After all, they feel they have lost not only your company but also that place they used to occupy in your life, the little corner dedicated exclusively to them. The reality is that we're all immersed in our own battles, challenges, and doubts. Often, the frustration or sadness expressed by others when they see our happiness reflects their own dissatisfactions and insecurities. And here's the truth, you don't have to carry the weight of others' battles. So what to do in this situation? First, take a deep breath and embrace the good news that life presents to you. Your happiness should not be overshadowed by others' inability to share your joy. Hold on to your happiness because you undoubtedly deserve it. It can be difficult to accept that those we thought would always be by our side were actually hoping we'd remain stagnant, always available to meet their needs and desires. This revelation can be bittersweet but also liberating. Accept that moving forward, finding happiness and love, and recognizing that it is not your duty to handle others' emotions and reactions are crucial steps toward inner peace and true happiness. Being present, living in the moment, and allowing yourself to be happy regardless of others' expectations is key. As you pave your way to happiness and love, remember that others' reactions reflect their own journey, not yours. The only battle you must fight is to be genuinely happy, and in the end, that is the sweetest and most rewarding victory of all. Sometimes, unfortunately, people around you react when you start to achieve your goals and live your dreams. Suddenly, you feel a shift in energy. Imagine those you haven't spoken to in years realizing that you are moving forward and growing without them. How do you think they would react? Surprised, uncomfortable, perhaps even upset? It's curious how even from a distance, some people can be affected by our successes and achievements. Maybe because we all seek validation and success, and seeing someone attain it makes us reflect on our own lives. When you begin to stand out and move forward, you inevitably provoke different reactions in people. Some may genuinely be happy for you, while others may not. You've probably wondered how you suddenly find yourself always present and available, now following your own path, pursuing your dreams, and most importantly, being happy without needing anyone else's approval. This new reality may discomfort some, but you know that speaks more about them than about you. The important thing here is how you handle those reactions. Stay firm, seeking balanced energy in your relationships. This means sharing your light and joy, but also understanding that everyone is responsible for their own happiness. So how do you deal with those external emotions without losing your essence? First, remember that your journey is yours and no one else's. Your achievements are the result of your effort and dedication. If someone is upset by your success, maybe they need to reflect on their own choices. At the end of the day, will you let others' opinions dictate your life, or will you live fully, celebrating every victory, every step toward your dreams, regardless of what others say? The answers to these questions not only define your journey, but also the people you choose to have by your side. Have you ever stopped to think about how complex and revealing human relationships can be? Who is with you in moments of celebration, and who stays when things get tough? Life is an emotional roller coaster that tests our relationships. That's where we discover who is truly by our side and who is just passing through. Imagine your life as a ship in calm waters. Everything is going well. But when the storm comes, who stays with you, rowing against the wind and tide? It's easy to find company in moments of happiness, but true friends reveal themselves on dark days when you need them the most. They are the ones who don't shy away when you're sad, but offer a light to illuminate your path. Have you ever wondered why some people distance themselves when everything is going well for you? Perhaps your success makes them reflect on their own lives in an uncomfortable way. Or maybe they can't share your joy, trapped in their own worries and frustrations. It's curious how these same people can be by your side in moments of sadness. It's a kind of comfort for them to see someone else suffering like them or seeking to feel necessary, useful, offering a shoulder to cry on. True wisdom lies in recognizing these patterns in relationships and understanding that you deserve to surround yourself with people who are with you in both good and bad times. Those who celebrate your successes as if they were their own and support you when you need it most. Being aware of this will help you build a solid support circle where reciprocity is more than an expectation, it's a reality. At the end of the day, life is full of moments, and knowing whom you can trust in each of them is a true treasure. Look around, identify who is willing to row with you and who is only present when everything is calm. This awareness is the first step towards authentic and lasting relationships. By strengthening yourself internally, recognizing who truly deserves to stay in your life, and distancing yourself from negative energies, it's not selfishness, it's self-care. You begin to value relationships based on reciprocity, stability, and true happiness. This journey of self-discovery takes you to a place of peace and security where you clearly know who deserves to remain in your life and who doesn't. Quality arises from understanding that authentic relationships strengthen, inspire, and support us at all times. If this text resonates with you, type 10. Remember that you have the power to choose who is part of your life. Deciding between the wheat and the chaff is not just a choice, it's a commitment to yourself to surround yourself with people who truly make a difference. If you like this content, subscribe to the channel and give the video a like.